Hello there. Today I'm going to read you a story about traffic signs. Do you know what traffic signs are? You have to think about it. Yeah, traffic signs are what the adults that are driving you in the car read or see to keep everybody safe in the car and around them, like other drivers. Today I'm going to show you the front cover of my book. There are tons of shapes that I see. I'm going to show you a street sign and I'm going to ask you, what shapes do you see? Then I'm going to turn the page and they have highlighted the different shapes, and then we're going to talk about what the words say. The really cool thing about this is you might know what it means by not even knowing how to read yet, because you see it all the time. Like when you see a sign like McDonald's, you automatically know that the word says McDonald's. Or if you see the Subway sign, you can read it and say Subway, because it always looks the same. Or things like Wesco, or maybe Taco Bell, or wherever you might see or might get food from, or gas from, or groceries from. Well, street signs are the same. They're really cool because they keep us safe. It's called Traffic Signs Shape Book. We've been talking a lot about shapes at school, like a ton about school. And we've been talking about how many sides they have, how many corners they have, all sorts of things to know what that shape is. I'm going to show you the first page. These aren't traffic signs. They're just the shapes that we might see. So I'm going to review them. So when I ask you what shapes do you see, you might be able to tell me out loud what the name of that shape is. This is a circle. A circle has no sides. It goes around and around. This is a square. A square has 4 sides. This is a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides. Did you just hear me? A square has 4 sides and a rectangle has 4 sides. They both have 4 sides, but look, they don't look the same. The difference is a square has 4 equal sides. Equal means the same. A rectangle has 4 sides, but 2 are short and 2 are long. A 3-sided shape is a triangle. A 5-sided shape is called a pentagon. And an 8-sided shape is called an octagon. Now, this is not one that we talk about very often in school yet. But there is a sign that you see all the time that is in the shape of an octagon. And I bet you'll know it, exactly what it is, when I show you that page when it comes up. Okay, here's the first one. What shapes do you see? Say them out loud. Does anybody know what this sign says? Ooh, you might have seen it in a car driving down the road. We'll come to what it says in just a minute. But what shapes did we see? A square. All the way around is a square. A circle. There's the circle. I also see a rectangle, but they didn't say that they saw a rectangle, but I see one. Do you see it? Yep, it's the white line. So even if you don't know how to read yet, you might know this says do not enter. I see this sign sometimes on a one-way street, and if you drove on it, you might get in an accident. That's why it says, do not enter. What shapes do you see? I notice the arrow is pointing in the direction of what this sign is telling us. Think about what that sign might mean. I'll tell you the words in just a minute. Did you see the circles on the bike? The bike has to have circles on it or else it wouldn't be able to move. Did you see the rectangle? And the other rectangle? The harder one was the triangle. So part of the bike was a triangle. These words say bike route. A route means a direction of where a path is for bikes to go. So they're safe on the roads too. I bet you know what that means. What does it say? Stop. You're right. S-T-O-P says stop. Do you see the shapes? Think about what that shape was called. It's one we don't talk about very often. Do you see another shape? Let's turn the page and see. What was that shape again? An octagon. It has 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you see the shape at the bottom? Do you remember what that's called? You're right. I see 2 long sides and I see 2 short sides. So that's 4 sides. It's not a square. It's a rectangle. You're right. It's a rectangle. The words down here says all way. That means if you're coming to a road that everybody stops, it will say all way to let you know that all the directions of the traffic stop. I bet you see a lot of stop signs, don't you? Ooh, can I do something really quick? A lot of times we see this shape that looks like this. What shape do you see? But let me tell you, this shape keeps us safe on the roads by looking exactly like this. That's why it's turned that way. It's not upside down. What shape do you see? 1, 2, 3. I even see the same white shape in the middle that has 3 sides too. What shape do you see? It is a triangle. Did you notice that they made the triangle look like this? Because a lot of times we see triangles like this, but if there's 3 sides, no matter which direction it's turned, it's a triangle. Do you know what the word says? Starts with a Y. Yield. Yield means you kind of come to a slow stop, but you don't have to stop all the way if there's no traffic coming. It's kind of cool. You might go in a roundabout. There's a roundabout near Eggleston on Walker Road that there's yield signs. It means you don't have to stop completely, but you have to make sure it's safe to go. What shapes do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That's right. I got it in my brain. I had to think about that one. I know this is a rectangle though. 2 short sides and 2 long sides. I didn't see those. Did you see the circles? The people's heads were circles. Now, right here, this part, it doesn't have any words. Doesn't have any words. And this word right here says ahead. So I see the circles and I see this 5-sided shape called a pentagon. I already saw that rectangle. It says ahead. Then down here it says there are a lot of shapes and traffic signs. This sign right here has no words, but if you're a driver, you know that it means pedestrians walking. So we have to watch out for people walking. Pedestrians means people. There are traffic signs everywhere. Did you know that there is a traffic sign that hangs above and it turns to red, and red means stop, and the yellow means slow down, and the green means go? There's no words on that traffic sign, but everybody who drives knows what that means. Even you, as a kindergartner, probably knows what that means. This is what I want you to do. If you have some paper at your house, can you make your own traffic sign? And you can bring it to school and you can put it in our play area? Wouldn't that be fun that we can pretend that we're drivers and we have traffic signs? We can even do it during playtime. Wouldn't that be fun? I love traffic signs because they help me. They help me as a driver. I even have a new driver at my house, and Mrs. Cardis has a new driver at her house, and they had to learn about the traffic signs too. And you guys as kindergartners are already learning about them. That's pretty cool. Have a great day.